Welcome, everybody. We're here in December. It is the holiday season. Gil, are you ready to eat a lot of food and get those teeth to rot out from lots of candy and whatnot?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. I don't know if you can see, but behind me, I have a Christmas tree.
Do you have candy canes on that?
There might be one. I'm not too sure. But how are you and your family going to do the holidays?
I guess because of COVID times, maybe it's not gonna be like this big crazy Cuban bash, but it'll be like little satellites, little pockets of family hanging out together. So, eh.
So, so a whole month full of drinking. And speaking of drinks, we are in the cathedral, the Gothic industrial bar, and we have one awesome bartender over here who actually has a music video that just came out. So why don't we ask the bartender for a drink? Gil, will you do the honors?
Bartender, please hook us up with a shot.
There you go, guys.
Oh, let's Zarina. Thanks so much. Can we see those drinks again one more time?
Here.
Oh yeah. Well, in that case, cheers everybody to the first shot on virtual bar hoppers in December.
Cheers.
Yes.
Awesome.
So that was great. So Zarina, how have you been?
Oh man, been really busy and crazy tired.
Yeah, I think you've gotten
Exhausted.
you gotten your butt kicked with your new music video, right, Medusa?
I got my ass handed over to me for sure. It was a lot of work. We actually counted the hours. It was over 600 hours of work just to produce a little 5-minute music video.
That that's some dedication. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gil, I don't know if you can see, but there's a picture of Zarina on the screen right now, and she has the snakes on her head as Medusa in Greek mythology.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I can't see it, but I will see it once this actually airs. My phone is kind of tiny, so
Well, on that note, I think we should definitely start out with a music video. We're not going to show Zarina's just yet because that is the highlight of the cathedral. So I figure we can start off with the one that I chose, which is a music video that I actually saw. I used it as a promo song for Submission South Beach. So it's a very strong song. It's called Parasite of God through the Sorrows. And I should definitely put up their information up here so all of us can, you people can follow back home. Look at that. Look at how evil and menacing that looks, and
It's
maybe
awesome.
poetic. So
Nice.
with that, here is Parasite of God.
I love those visuals. I like the contrast between light and dark and the juxtaposition of the screaming vocals with the ethereal vocals. Nicely
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, absolutely. Those two, working against each other somehow work together
They
so
work well,
nicely.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gil, what'd you think of the song?
I thought it was fun. It's not exactly my cup of tea because it kind of has some of that like trance stuff in there that makes me feel like I'm on drugs or something. Uh, anybody
That's
know what I'm
that's
talking about? No? Okay.
that's the fun part.
But
That's the fun part right there.
it is. It's kind of a roller coaster. But yeah, it's cool. I didn't know like so like is it a thing to mix like those kinds of death metal screams and like a gothic vibe with electronica, like in a like upbeat trance electronica? Is that
I
a
have not really found a lot of artists that are like that personally. It's funny because the way I found this artist was basically I found him looking for cover songs of pop music, kind of like what you did, Zarina, with Dark Tunes with your
Yeah.
pop metal. But I found a Miley Cyrus "Wrecking Ball" by this band, Parasite of God. Isn't that crazy?
oh no
That's
way.
awesome.
How is
Yeah.
that?
At the next virtual bar hoppers, I'll play that music video. It might sound, crazy, but it somehow is very likable. I can't
I
explain it.
wanna check it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll definitely watch that in the next virtual bar hoppers. I do want to talk about that. I used that song for a Submission South Beach promo, and it's a killer promo with that song. And I guess exactly what you said, Gil, with the metal and the electronic, and then all the people going crazy in submission. With that, I have a video that I recently recorded with Electrish. We went to a hotel takeover at, everyone be quiet. I mean, don't say this, but the hotel is called the Top Secret Hotel. Do not tell anybody. But in that,
Ooh.
I think we should do a shot, and I'm going to show you the beginning of this video that we did. And y'all should definitely go to YouTube to watch the full video. But get your shots ready, okay?
All right.
All right.
I hope you guys have your drinks in your hands.
Always.
All right, well, cheers to that rendition of Kurt Cobain, Nirvana. That was called Curtain Space. Cheers, everybody.
Okay, cheers.
I saw some familiar faces in that little clip.
Yeah, you might have seen a DJ from Communion After Dark, right?
Yeah, DJ Mouse.
Yeah,
She's my favorite DJ from
yeah.
Communion After Dark.
Yeah, I've met her at two times. She was DJing at Submission South Beach. So we met her the first time in West Palm Beach at a nice little joint called Respectable Street.
Hmm.
And then this time we met her again on this event, which was the Top Secret Hotel
Top
Takeover.
Secret Hotel.
And of course,
Oh.
we recorded under our other brand, which is Static Desires, which is feasting more on the darker side. And I just think it was killer. We got to meet the performer Rubber Doll, which Electrish does an interview with her.
Mm.
Other than
Wait,
that,
what?
I think Gil. I think
Questions. I have
ask
so
away.
many questions.
Ask
What
away.
happens at this top secret hotel?
It's top secret, man. I can't talk about it.
Really?
Watch the video to find out.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just say that
Doll, is it
it's like eyes wide shut. Crazy things happen, but nobody
Nice.
knows except for what I caught, what I allow you all to see. But no, it's not as bad as you think. You think it might be crazy, but it's crazy, but not extremely crazy.
Are people wearing masks?
Some people, not everybody. Zarina, in New York, don't you guys have events like this as well, or not at all?
Not the way you described it. Like there are some like nice like little kind of like fetish-esque events, but they're not well, they are kind of like like that movie that you mentioned. Oh my god, what is it called again?
Eyes
Eyes Wide
Shut.
Shut. What a great
Yeah.
film.
A little bit, but they're not like as secretive. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not that exclusive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the whole joke, that the hotel's literally called the Top Secret Hotel, but you can literally Google it, search it, and book it. So you just look at Top Secret Hotel, and it'll pop up in Orlando. And basically, what I can say is just they have events that are, like I say, of the fetish realms. If my mic falls off, it's because the cat's going crazy right now. But it's pretty innocent. It just looks more menacing than it is. But as you can see, there's fire dancing. I guess a lot of sex appeal. But I will say, me and Trish are mostly the spectators. Okay.
It's
Nice.
usually fun to go into those parties and just watch
Yeah.
and just be a lurker. I'm a lurker.
Yeah, I can imagine in Spain they probably have a whole world over there that you can take a look at.
If they
Europe.
do, I'd love to like find them because I haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
I've only been going to the beach for the entire year. Like I haven't gone to any bars or any like clubs. Like I haven't seen much. I've only seen nature and the beach. Which is not
Very
bad.
innocent.
Yeah. Well, it's a huge contrast from my previous life in New York.
Yeah. All right, Gil, we're gonna go to the next music video, and you picked one hell of a song for this cathedral. Do tell us about it.
Okay. I'm gonna guess that the song that's coming up is Rein, right? Is it Rein?
Yeah, it's the right bar for Rein.
I love rain.
You do? Awesome. I'm hanging out with the right people because I don't really know anybody else besides Rob and now you that also enjoys Rein. I think Rein is a bad bitch. I hope you don't mind my saying that. She's a badass bitch. And I love her music. I love the cyberpunk themes that she injects in her album, and I think she's a badass. Again, geez, I'm repeating myself, but she really is. What do you guys say?
She's awesome. Yeah. I like her brand of EBM. And she references a lot of Ghost in the Shell and The Matrix in her visuals, which I love. Yeah, a lot of the cyberpunk stuff, and she does it
Yeah.
really well. And her visuals and her music videos are always so well produced. Like it looks like they cost her like $1 million to produce it. They're so high quality. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's funny because Gil wanted to play Rain on this episode, which happened that you're the invited guest, and I was like, oh, Zarina loves Rain, so like perfect timing. You two can high five each other on that.
We covered we did a full review. So one of our writers in absence actually Kizanot did a full review on Rain, and he is like a staunch like, music critic, but he totally gave that record such huge praises, and it's well deserved. It's such a great record.
Yeah,
I'm glad. Yeah, I love that record. I can listen to
Mhm.
it from beginning to end. There's no like weak track. It
It's
just
like,
flows like
yeah, it's
sonically and
banger,
thematically.
one banger after another. It's a really, really great
Yeah,
record.
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah. Well, on that note, I think it's time to make it rain. Let's enjoy.
I'm injected. Where will I be when my memories collide? I'm connected, too blind to see that my freedom is denied. They try to force me into a mold until I slowly suffocate. The lie I live held me control. Time to disintegrate. There's a network underground that is waiting to be found. A pleasant life in a vicious life is fit to tangle to die. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Get off the grid. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Get off the grid. Is there a better fate that isn't hollow? I gotta get away and see the truth inside of me. Yes, there are better ways too built to swallow. I gotta get away to be the one I'm meant to be.
Oh
That was
yeah,
that was so sick. So sick.
Totally a jam.
yeah. I was dancing.
Me too.
I love that she has like different like I love how she switches between like these like clean, awesome vocals, and then she does kind of eh, like a lot of I don't know how to describe it, but it's like I I love it because like it's almost like in my mind, at least in my head canon, it's like that clean cyberpunk thing along with the dirty side to it, right? Because
Yeah.
there's always like calcification and weird shit happening with cyberpunk. Anyway, that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
She,
are times
I'm
that
getting buzzed.
she kind of reminds me of like late 80s, early 90s Janet Jackson. I don't know if you guys hear that, but
yeah, it's got that like punch that
yeah, it has
Janet
that
does.
punch and it has yeah, I think it's great and her music is so danceable. Even
It
despite
is.
of the that like harsh industrial grit, harsh industrial acid bass lines that she uses. Her music's really danceable and I mean I love her and I love her writing, her lyrics are always great. She's always about like going against the system, something like that. Well, that's like the core of EBM music really. It's like they're always against the system, like rebelling against something.
Yeah, she sounds very rebellious.
Mhm.
I think a collaboration between you and her would make one magnificent
Oh my god, I would love
song.
to. I would love to. Um,
Oh
I
no!
think
I was talking to Gil.
I
What?
That was a joke. That's a
would love
joke.
to see another Gil. Like I would love to see a Gil and Rain collaboration as well. I think that would be hot.
That would be amazing. Absolutely.
No,
I mean,
but
I
in
don't
all,
know how I would contribute, but sure.
you can just dance in the background, doing some
You
funny
should
stuff.
totally do it.
But in all honesty, it would be really cool to have Zarina do a collaboration with Rain. We should
We
make it
should
happen. That's
we
all
should try to
about Rain.
yeah, we should try to find a way to woo her. At least she responds to some of my messages.
Yeah.
She has great nostrils. Rain does.
Can't go wrong with good nostrils, right?
Yeah. Love her hair.
I think it's important. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's funny. I actually have this. We were supposed to play this on our virtual bar hoppers episode 2, but it's still just lingering on this program. So I just said that, I was joking with Gil, doing a collaboration with Rain. But what could Gil exactly do? Well, we have a little clip of Gil doing something crazy. Maybe Rain will see this and be like, you know what? I need that guy for my next music video.
You're
So here
such
we
a
go.
bastard. I don't know what this is, but I already don't like it.
Enjoy.
I'm Kat, and this here is Violent Gil.
Hi.
So, what do you expect is going to happen in the next season?
How incredible was
Hey,
that? Was
listen.
that?
That was amazing
Some
production.
people.
Yeah, we had done a Game of Thrones, right before the last season popped out, and this is like on our cosplay channel, which is not so serious show, and I had Gil, just get murdered right when the intro. So there you go. That was Gil's big hurrah, but I think it was really fun. It was a pain in the ass to make the girl go on the dragon.
Yeah. That looked like it was a lot of work.
Yeah, that sucked. But getting Gil to be flamed up in fire, that was easy to do, and it was very enjoyable. I must have laughed like
I did it in
50
one take. I just need one take.
one take.
Yeah, your one tick wonder.
You sold it, man. You sold it.
I
So-
love the knitted Viking headgear. It's great. It's perfect. It
So
worked.
yeah, so Rain, if you if you're watching, you gotta hire Gillytron over here because he definitely can do everything in one take and one take only.
We need rain.
Yes, anything you need, Rain, one take. You can do anything to me. You can stab me. You can spit on me. You can. Okay, I'm kidding. Let's move on.
Woo! All right, we will move on. So speaking of high quality videos, we have a music video that Zarina has created with her husband. Do tell about Medusa.
Oh my God, Medusa. What do you want me to talk about? Like how much production went into this with my
I,
husband?
I,
Or
yeah, I would say, well, let's keep it nice and simple first before we go into the production world. Why did you choose Medusa?
well, because I love Greek mythology. Always loved Greek mythology throughout my entire life, and anything in the ancient world. I love ancient history. There's just something about that whole world that resonates with me, and I totally love the whole drama and all the stories with the gods. I think it's so fucked up sometimes, but the Medusa story is actually one of the most screwed up ones, and it always bothered the hell out of me, because it's a victim blaming, gaslighting story. She was the real victim in this entire uh mythology, actually, where she got raped and then she got punished, supposedly, and then she got slaughtered in the end. So it's like she didn't get any break, right?
Yeah,
But the irony is that in the mythology, Perseus, the quote unquote hero, which I find to be like so toxic. If you ask me, he's like really toxic. Um, he needed her, actually. He didn't need to slaughter her, but he needed her to destroy this monster. And apparently, she was the only one, the only entity in the entire mythology who could destroy this monster that's threatening Perseus' girlfriend's realm, or something like that. And then I I thought that, there was something so off about that story that I wanted to kind of revisit it. And I felt like it's time to kind of revisit the Medusa story and give it a spin that's a little bit more empowering, and just more kind of like a revenge, justifiable revenge type of thing. So that's what I kind of did with my music video. Like, I wanted to give her a nice revenge ending.
oh wow, that's
I love that. That sounds awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
because
it's
I think she
the story,
deserves it.
yeah, the
Yeah.
story that we should have had a long time ago, but
Yeah. Exactly. This is the story that I would have, loved to see,
yeah.
instead of the one that's been narrated and heavily manipulated by society.
Well, I noticed that my camera has died. Like I'm not in my house, so I don't have my camera that just plugs into the wall. I'm using like a battery, but don't worry, I will switch out the batteries when we do play the music video. But Gil, why don't you ask Zarina a question about the music video?
Way to put me on the spot, Rob. Jeez.
Battery.
I'm kidding. I'm a professional. I know how to handle this. Serena, so what was the most challenging thing about like filming this by the way, like what an epic and awesome concept, and I, not to sound like I'm kissing your ass, but like what like fucking awesome. I love the passion and I love the concept. But what was the most like difficult thing for, like bringing this to fruition, like production wise?
Well, it was just literally me and Carlos, my husband, um, doing everything. Our dad helped us. Like, Carlos's dad helped us, like, basically drove us to locations that we needed. But it's really just like a two-man job. And usually when you're putting together epic music videos like this, like, you need a crew, which I had when I did Wonderland. So this time it was just literally me and Carlos, and a lot of we had to think outside the box, because obviously we can't go to Greece right now because of the pandemic, and shoot at the Parthenon, because ideally it would have been at the Parthenon.
Oh my god, that would have been epic.
That would have been really epic. No, but we had to construct all the assets. We had to construct a lot of the CGI, the VFX from scratch. We had to design the Medusa hair, like, the hair of snakes.
Yeah.
and we had to build that from scratch and find a way to animate it somehow to kind of make them feel like they're alive, but they weren't really like so much of the central focus of the whole music video. But a lot of it was just a lot of work in terms of producing all of those assets and all the materials, and then we did a lot of green screening, and Eddie knows how hard green screening could get, like chroma keying and making sure that the edges look okay
Yeah.
and nothing looks too obviously they're all fake, but hopefully we're hoping that at least it looks a little bit more presentable, more professional, but yeah, and also telling the story in a way that is different. um I had to put a lot of time in storyboarding this whole thing, and also finding the right treatments, the right techniques, the right effects, and the right coloring. So from A to Z, it was a lot of work, and frankly, Carlson are huge procrastinators, so we did not have enough time. We totally took time for granted in this one, and we definitely did not have enough time executing everything that we wanted. But we made it happen, so I'm pretty happy that it turned out the way it turned out, actually.
That's great. But yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it on the on Dark Tunes when it premiered. So that was definitely awesome. And as a video guy, I tip my imaginary hat to you too for doing such
Thank you.
an incredible visual and musically talented video. So with that, we should definitely watch the video now, and we can talk about it afterwards. So y'all ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. That was the most cinematic videos always come from Zarina.
Thank you.
Yeah, no,
It's
with
what I live for.
the drone shots and the storytelling, and I do got to say this felt very Greek mythology mixed with ancient aliens. Um,
Yeah.
Let me ask you the big eyes that you have. What exactly does that? What is that exactly?
Well, actually, some of the old Greek and Etruscan paintings, um, back then they're always depicted, or they always depict people or characters with like huge eyes. So I kind of just borrowed that concept. And also, in in certain cultures, they have this thing called the evil eye, which
Mhm.
protects, is supposed to protect
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know. So, but they're also like the eyes of truth. And so the song talks about truth, being unveiled, and like, letting the truth emerge. So that's like the whole song is about, from beginning and the end, hence alpha and the omega,
Omega.
beginning and the end. Yeah.
Right.
And so it's asking for truth to always come out and be protected. So that's like the whole symbolism behind the giant eyes.
Nice, nice. So, Gil, I know you have a lot on your mind. What would you like to say?
You love putting me on the spot, bro. Uh, okay, so like I'm recording using my phone, which isn't terribly big, and I'm visually impaired, so I can't really comment on the visuals of the music video at the moment. But I look forward to seeing it when this actually airs. But in terms of sound sonically, I'm again, not to kiss your butt, but I'm very impressed. I thought it was very badass. Very uh, uh I like the chord progression. I like how slightly operatic it could be at times, kind of dramatic, kind of intense. But at the same time, it was something that you could totally groove to, like at a club or a lounge. Am I wrong in saying that, or?
I think you nailed it. I think that's exactly what I was going for. Like, I wanted
Oh,
to I wanted to do, something that was dark wavy and danceable at the same time. That could be a goth club banger. But I wanted to bring in some drama. So a lot of the gothic choir work, was put in there. And also, I mean, I love chamber music. I love the sounds of violins. I love the sounds of strings, and the big giant horns, like the brass, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, and
bring a lot.
don't forget Ghost in the Shell.
I just love bringing a lot of those concepts in, and my whole goal with this project, at least actually with the next record. So this song is part of the next record that's coming out next year, and it's all electronic and chamber music combined. So it also has some gothic choir work, and lots of strings, and yeah, emotion. And then the Medusa song actually works well within the concept of the entire record, which is gets really deep. It talks about the cosmos, talks about the universe, talks about, like, I at least my experience in terms of my placement in the world.
Right.
And so yeah, there's a lot of nerdiness that went into the whole
I
thing.
know we love it.
awesome.
We love it, and it is going to be a
Thank you.
topic that me and Gil will be talking about a little later. How you said the cosmos and all of that. As odd as this sound, um,
Oh, and another thing that I wanted to point out, so Medusa dropped earlier today, and today apparently is the eclipse of the Medusa star and the Perseus constellation, and I did not plan this. It
oh,
was
it was
just
by chance.
it was just by
Synchronicity.
chance.
I
Yeah,
love it.
synchronicity
Nice.
was pointed out to me by my good friend. Um, and because I was like, oh, I didn't want to drop it on a Friday, because Fridays nowadays for music had gone really kind of intense and crazy, and because it's I don't know if you guys have heard of Bandcamp Fridays.
Yeah,
But
of course.
yeah, so it's Bandcamp Fridays, and there's usually a lot of drops and a lot of new music that comes out on Bandcamp Fridays. So I decided to go on a Thursday, and I also like the way 12/2/21 looks written out as a date. Just it just
Oh, true.
yeah, it just looks so cool.
Yeah.
So I wanted to drop on 12/2/21, and then my friend was like, "Did you plan this? Like, did you know that there's an eclipse? The Medusa star, the star's name is called Algol, is
Perfect.
having as its eclipse on the day that you're dropping Medusa." So I thought that was really cool. That was a
Yeah,
really, really awesome.
that's really cool. That's really cool. And well, noting that, definitely check out Zarina's new music. You said that your Bandcamp is the Medusa out on Bandcamp yet, or we
Yeah,
can only see
it's
the
out on all platforms:
awesome,
Bandcamp,
awesome.
Spotify, iTunes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so make sure to go out there, support Zarina, buy her music, and we look forward to the album coming out in 2022 and all the other bangers that you'll be popping out, which means a lot more music videos that you and your husband are going to have to produce. So enjoy it.
I'm contractually obligated to do at least 3 music videos a year.
Yeah, and no half-ass ones. We don't want to
Not
see no
half-assed
half-ass
ones,
ones.
yeah.
You brought it up to here, so now you have to just keep going up and up
Yeah.
and up until it's an actual movie. All right, so we're
Alright.
gonna go to our next bar. Zarina, we thank you for being on this episode of Virtual Bar Hoppers, and
Yeah, thank you.
in the Cathedral. We're definitely gonna see you more times in the Cathedral. And as for now, we will say goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for stopping by the cathedral.
Awesome. All right, take care,
Good night.
Zarina. All right, so it's time for the next bar. We are gonna go to the Beyond Bar. Oh yeah. So that means we get to play some like pop, some dancey kind of stuff. Maybe not entirely, but we can play some cool music over here. But before we do that, Gil, it's time for a shot. Are you ready?
All right. I'm
Here,
ready.
here we go. Oh yeah. So that was my girlfriend doing the Lilu from the Fifth Element, and I think that definitely promotes for a good shot. So cheers, Gil. Cheers,
Cheers.
and everybody watching.
Multipass. Multipass?
Multi shot. Time for another round. All right. So you know the Fifth Element, one of the most amazing movies I ever saw. Did you know it got like sued from like a
It's not that good.
are you kidding me? What about when we watched
We're
it?
gonna fight. It's not that good.
Oh,
Huh?
do tell me why it's not that good.
It's alright. I think it's okay. I think it's overrated. I think it's fine. It's fun. It's quirky. Chris Tucker has that crazy uh, phallic haircut thing going on, and
I mean, that his acting alone was like worthy of just watching the damn movie.
you think so? Maybe I need to see it again. I thought it was overrated at the time. I was like, it's no Star Wars Episode 1. You
Well,
know,
I was just gonna make that joke. I was just gonna talk about it. That basically that while I was into the Fifth Element in high school, you were into like Episode 1 of Star Wars, and lo and behold, way later we can all agree that Episode 1 was a disaster. But people still hold tight to the Fifth Element. So we need you to watch that movie again.
all right. I guess I'll see it again.
Well, what I was trying to get to was that the Fifth Element did get sued. The Luc Besson, the director writer, ex-husband of Lilu, he basically got sued by a French comic book, the Inkle. So the Inkle was supposed to be like the original Fifth Element, the story plot. Fifth Element, obviously it was huge at a time. And now, years later, the Inkle is going to be made into like an animated movie. So that's something I'm looking forward to actually seeing. So prepared to see
Oh,
something.
sweet.
Yeah, so I guess we can definitely compare it to the Fifth Element, and then we can have a bunch of debates on what's better. If it was a ripoff, we'll find out in the future.
Hopefully, it's produced by Netflix, because Netflix has been kicking ass with its animation, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Funny that you say that. I didn't even tell you this, but I did pop in a little video. We might as well watch it. It's got a nice little jam to it. It's an anime that I'm watching. I'm like halfway through. It is called Super Crooks, and it takes place in the world of holy crap, which is the one of that's like superheroes. Jupiter Legacy.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it takes place in the world of Jupiter Legacy. I'm just going to show you this intro because it's jamming.
All right.
So electromagnetic, delta activity. I want to connect this way, fantastic. It's synchronicity. I'm down on your frequency. A signal in the dream, everlasting. You're my alpha, it's universal. I'm crazy about you. You're a star, I'm blinded by your light. I'm electrified, let's get connected. Me and you. You're the only one that takes me high. Let's get connected. Let's get connected. Come on, let's get connected. Come on, let's get connected. Let's get, come on, let's get connected.
Huh?
Am I drunk, or was that song kind of like Michael Jackson-esque?
Yeah, I thought the same thing also. I was like, this. It's got that kind of like makes you want to dance, but the voice like almost.
Something
Anyways,
like that, right?
Yeah, it's definitely an intro song that I don't skip over. Like a lot of things on Netflix, you just press that skip button right away. But this, I'm just like, all right, let me get funky. But other than that, it's a really cool anime. It, like I said, it takes place in the Jupiter Legacy world. So a lot of people have superhero powers, and on this anime, oh, that's the cool part. It's a comic book, so I believe it's American made, but the animation is Japanese. So it's like it just like flipped completely, and the art is completely different from the comic book and the anime. So what can you do? It's cool.
I like that. like when they do that, like that Star Wars anime that's on Disney Plus. That's
Mhm.
pretty cool. I like seeing the mix between the East and the West.
Yeah.
So the show is called Super Crook, you said, right?
Super Crooks.
Super Crooks. It made me think of things that are crooked.
Well, I think we should definitely jump into a music video. So I know that you got something crazy for us.
I love how you segued away from something that you thought I was gonna say that was gonna be horrible.
Okay, then
I was
we'll
gonna talk about
rewind.
my basketball fingers, man. Look at my basketball fingers.
Oh, okay. Let's see those
They're all-
crooked basketball fingers.
They're all crooked, right?
Wow. Remember you used to have the basketball hoop when we were kids? We used to play basketball hoops in your backyard, and that one time you fell in the pool. That was great.
I never fell in the pool, asshole. Did I?
Yeah, you fell in the pool when we were playing basketball, but I think that was like the first, like, when you started learning that your vision was being a little weird.
No bullshit. No
No, it's
way.
true.
That didn't
Ask your
happen.
brother, because I remember your brother and I, we were cracking up, and then eventually, like, we found out that your eyes were getting, bad, and then it was just like, oh shit, maybe that we shouldn't have laughed that so hard that day, but it was a great
Wait a
spot.
minute. Are you sure I wasn't just like pushed into the pool? Because we used to play like pretty like rough b-ball
No.
back in the day.
Oh no, it was like full throttle freaking walking into the
I
pool.
just didn't see it, and I just tripped, and I flew into the pool.
Yeah, ask your brother. I do remember that happening, and
Okay.
it was when it was getting darker outside. It wasn't like in daylight; it was getting nighttime, and that was the end of our basketball night. Where it's just you in a puddle and us just cracking up hard. But
I don't remember this. I'm gonna have to ask him about it. We'll touch upon this next episode. All right. So what video did you want to play?
well, let's see. You got yourself the one that you chose was Otto von Schirach.
Otto von Schirach.
I said that wrong.
I don't know how to say it honestly. So this dude, for those of you guys that haven't heard of him, he's like some crazy Cuban dude that lives in Miami. He's into giant butts. He's into curling, because he just wants to build up his biceps. And right, just like you, Rob. Oh, sorry, Eddie. This song is called Supermeng, Supermeng, which is like the Cubanification of Superman. So
Super
without
crazy.
further ado, let's expose these people to
Oh.
Otto.
Here we go.
Oye, hacer it. Oye, escúchame. Tú esa jeva allá. Tremenda sucia. Sucia, sucia, sucia. Tremenda sucia. Sucia, sucia. Escúchame, escúchame. Sucia. Esa jeva. Sucia. Tremenda sucia. Las sucias en las calles son bien ricas, ricas. Yo le digo, mami, tremenda sabica. Brinca, tócate, brinca, tremenda sucia. Brinca, tócate, sabica, tremenda sucia. Brinca, sabica, brinca, tócate, brinca, sabica, brinca, tócate, brinca, 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 sabica, sabica. El sucio de la calle es bien rico, rico. Yo le digo, baby, yo soy el más chico. Brinca, tócate, brinca, tremenda sucia. Brinca, tócate, sabica, tremenda sucia. Brinca, sabica, brinca, tócate, brinca, sabica, brinca, tócate.
Dale, 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 sucia, 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 sucia.
Tómatelo, Pepe, tómatelo.
Dale, baby.
¡Nio! Tremenda sucia.
¡Nio! Candela.
You got it, man.
¡Nio!
Tremenda sucia.
¡Nio! Vacila.
You got it, man.
Downtown Miami. Downtown Miami. Downtown Miami. Downtown Miami. 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 Miami.
Oye, City, coño, tremenda sucia. Candela, baby, ño. Oye, escúchame, tú esa jeva allá. Sucia, sucia, sucia.
Candela. Sapica. Vacila. Sapica. Sapica.
Miami, 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 downtown, Miami, 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 Miami.
Right smack in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, pal. Sharks and weirdness.
What the fudge?
You loved it.
I did. Tremenda
You
sucia.
loved it.
If you for
Tremenda
English,
sucia.
do translate that for the English viewers, what exactly that means.
Okay. So tremenda sucia, I guess, means tremendous, like dirty female. Which sounds terrible, right? But it's not. It's not. So the thing about Otto is that he's taking like 80s and 90s freestyle. Rob, do you remember that freestyle type of music from that was like popular in Miami during that time? Maybe you were like somewhere else during that time. You were in Texas. So
Yeah, I was not here during that time, but I'm guessing are you talking about like Diamond Girl kind of stuff?
yes, yes, exactly. So like he's taking that type of sound and those like themes, but then like pushing the pedal all the way down and making it as absurd and out there and at the same time modern as possible. So I think
Yeah,
that's what makes him interesting. Um,
I can
before
respect that.
anybody writes him off as like, yes, thank you. He was signed on to Mike Patton of Faith No More and Mr. Bungle fame. He was signed on to Ipecac Recordings. I don't know if he still is, honestly, but he was on there when this song dropped. So, boom! A little taste of Miami, a little taste of Cuban counterculture for all you guys out there checking us out from Europe and elsewhere.
Yeah, I've actually known people that were in his music videos. Not that they ever told me.
Really?
I just see them in there. And I'm like, oh shit. So I know
That's the
them.
thing. Otto is like super popular in Miami. Like everybody knows him somehow, you know?
We should go to one of his shows just for the hell of it. You know, just let's go get crazy. That'd be a perfect place to do something. And you should interview him, Gil. That'd be great.
I would love to. He's buddies with our good friend Lewis and Lewis's partner Rafa. So we
Oh,
gotta
cool.
we gotta make use of that.
Yeah, I guess
Right?
that's from since Rafa, you know, I don't know if she's still in the music scene, but I guess that's where they met him. But it all makes sense.
Exactly.
You know, the whole
Yep.
local
Yep.
scenes all together. So before we go to our next music video, we should definitely talk about what you and I have always obsessing with. Let me show you my shirt. In case you didn't know, I am wearing Skeletor shirt. I have the power, Skeletor. Um,
Nice.
it's a homage to rock bands going on tour. So Skeletor.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because basically it says everything like where he's gonna be playing and all that stuff, the whole tour, and he has a guitar just rocking out. Uh, Other than that,
I wanted to wear a He-Man shirt today, but I was in a rush. We had a lot of technical issues, so I just wanted with a JoJo's shirt. But I basically just want to buy nothing but He-Man shirts from now on because they're all so fucking awesome.
yeah, I'm
Anyway.
guilty. I own 2 He-Man shirts. I almost bought a third the other day. No one understands, wherever I walk with my He-Man shirts, no one gives a damn. But
Really,
me.
nobody understands?
Well, they don't understand. I'm not
I
saying they
get
don't
so many
understand.
compliments.
Really? People just look at it like it's like nothing.
Okay, well, I'm going, I'm an old fart that is back in school. So that's where I get all the compliments is when I'm on college campus. Every dork is like, and it's always dudes. They're like, dude, I love your shirt, bro. So
That's like, the guy that always gets like the muscle bound car, expecting to pick up chicks with it, but all he gets is a bunch of guys saying, bro, that's an awesome car, man.
it's always the bros, bro, right? It's always the bros that are like, yeah, bro, love your car, bro.
I love
Yep,
it, bro.
same
I
here.
love it. That's really funny. Well, bro, before we get into more into He-Man, I think we definitely should do another shot. So, are you ready? Are you ready? Everyone, enjoy
I'm
that
ready,
shot.
sir.
All right. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for watching Virtual Bar Hopper.
Cheers.
Tasty. So I got a clip for
Hi,
you,
Freedom.
Gil. Oh, can you pick up your dogs to show the whole world, or is that too heavy?
He's like a 70-pound dog. I mean, I could, but I feel like I'm gonna knock stuff over. So
Yeah, that'll make for
I'm
great
gonna send you a
TV.
picture of him, and you could just pop it up right here. Boom.
That's just lazy. That's lazy. But yeah, I guess I'll do that. Here he is. Look, it's Freedom. Woo!
Oh, he's adorable.
I'm gonna put a firework. All right, so back to the show. I got something to show you, Gil. It's from Masters Revelation Part Duh.
Shot. What are we laughing at?
See, the sword is just the conduit. But the spark? That was always me. And I've often wondered, what kind of fabulous secret powers would be revealed to me if I didn't have the sword, but still said the words?
No.
By the power of Grayskull!
When I first saw that, I was like, I avoided the trailer at all costs because I know you watched it, and I think he is in the trailer, right?
Dude, there's so much in that trailer, and it's it's like all the phrases, everything that's important. Like, thankfully, I saw the trailer and I was like hammered, so I didn't remember any of it. But
yeah, I avoided it.
yeah.
I avoid trailers as much as I can, but when Savage He-Man was created, like when he did that without the sword, I was like, poof, mind blown. I never even thought about that as a kid. I always thought that the sword had the power, but anyways, this show is
Well,
getting
the
total.
original.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Supposedly, the original concept for He-Man was that he would turn into some sort of like savage version of himself. So this is supposed to be a callback to that original idea.
Yeah, I remember the when the toys came with the comic books, I would like it would show like a barbarian He-Man. Now, what I do
Exactly.
know, yeah, now what I do know is that there is have you ever heard about the Savage He-Man toy figure back from the 80s?
I haven't.
All right, well, let me tell you a little bit about it. So basically, there used to be like he's known as Wonder Bread He-Man, and basically, you would have to get like coupons out of a bunch of like Wonder Breads that you would buy, and you have to cut out like the I don't know, the barcode and send it in, and you could get a special He-Man toy. And the He-Man toy was basically the same figure as He-Man, but he had brown hair, brown underwear, or whatever, those barbarian underwears, brown boots. That's it. Like no and he's just basically, shirtless, and he came with an axe and a sword. So I think the He-Man that they're doing, Savage He-Man, is a homage to that Wonder Bread toy that nobody has.
It totally is. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be for sure.
Yeah. So like it's funny because it's become like an urban legend of this He-Man toy, and they've actually found proof that this does exist. And there's like a letter from Mattel talking about it to some customer. So, anyways, if you find that, if you happen to have a He-Man that looks a little weird in your set, it's worth a lot of money.
Okay, while we're talking about He-Man toys, I just have to real quick. Of course, because of Revelation Part 2 coming out, I had to splurge and get some stuff. So hopefully I'm holding the right thing. This should be Skelegod, is
Bring
it?
them closer to the camera. Closer. A little higher. A little higher. All right, right. That's good. That's good. Nice. Yeah.
And that's whatever. That's because I found him on sale. But the main attraction is
Prince Adam. Slow it down. And his sky sled. That's
Sorry.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't opened it yet, as you can tell, but I probably will as soon as we're done.
wait. You're
this
not the only
show.
geek. You're not the only geek. I went splurging on Cyber Monday. Oh my god, I can't
Yes.
get focused. But basically, I got Panther because he just looks so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I
Love
had
it.
to. Man.
Awesome.
I used to have all the toys when I was a kid, and well, not all of them, but enough. But my dad made me fall and throw them away.
Wait,
But
did you just get Panther, or what about Battle Cat?
I got him, but he's out of stock, so I have to wait for him to come by. So I got both of them since I have a Skeletor and a He-Man. I got to have them sitting on that stuff, so I just have to wait for it.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome.
But yeah, super exciting times. I think Masters of Revelations Part 1 and Part 2 are just phenomenal. It definitely goes into a bigger mindset than you would think. You're like, oh yeah, it's a kids cartoon. No way, man. That took me to like beyond like our minds. Well, what you think about the afterlife and all of that stuff. It's fucking crazy.
Right? Like, well, I feel like that's what you were hinting at earlier when we were talking about like cosmic, right?
Yeah,
Like you
absolutely.
were trying to hint at, yeah, like Revelation Part 2 goes pretty cosmic, especially
Yeah.
with Evelyn, right? Can we just get into that just a little bit, a smidge?
I don't want to put any spoilers, but I don't know if you can do it without the spoilers. Like try it out.
Okay, I just love the fact that her character, and if you've seen it, which you should have by now, that she stares into the void and the void stares into her and it completely changes her. That's one of my favorite aspects of Revelation Part 2. Right? That
Yeah.
part was awesome.
No, absolutely. And the funny thing is that evil, like what Evelyn gets out of it, that was definitely like my mindset for the last 38 years of my life. And I would say the last year of during COVID, my mindset has changed, and my mindset has changed the same way that Master's Revelation shows depicts the world afterwards, which I can't spoil it. It's like we can't get too deep in it without spoiling it. But it's definitely it's funny because the people hate this show. They definitely hate it. They say it's not their He-Man, which is very odd because I think they really give homage to the whole He-Man's aesthetic and story and take it to the next level.
It's definitely made by people who love the source material. I feel
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
super fans.
But then they made it into something real, you know.
Something
But
deep.
yeah. So unfortunately, the people, I think it's still a lot of hate for it. But I think people that hate it are just people that just haven't thought about, you know, the cosmic universe.
I
knows?
agree. I love that aspect of it. I love the fan service aspect of it as well, which I think is like, isn't it phenomenal? Like the little nods to all kinds of stuff from the original
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Absolutely. But, if people are hating on it, they're like, oh, it's the far left crap. It's woke bullshit. But I think it's just people just ganging up together and being like, yeah, you said it sucks. We all have to be together and say it sucks together.
I'm sure there are a lot of people that feel that way. There's definitely a lot of people that felt that way with the first part. I'm hoping that the second part won some people over.
Yeah,
I think it did.
I think it did, but there's still I think the mass is still like hating on it, but it did win over some people that are you have to admit that it's fucking awesome. So
Yeah,
frustrating.
yeah, it fucking is. It is, and I hope enough people watched it, whether they watched it because they enjoyed it, they were curious, or they hate watched it. I hope it was enough that Netflix greenlights another
Mhm.
season because man, the way that it ended was pure fucking cum. Was it not? Yes, it was.
Well, you heard it here. If you guys haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. Go watch it. I know you've probably heard a lot of bad shit about it, but I guarantee you will be amazed by it, especially if you're a Static Realms community. If you're into like synthwave and stuff, this is very synthwave, and the visuals. The colors are fucking everything that galaxy, purple, all that shit. It's incredible. So watch it.
Can we have like a spoiler just episode where we just talk about the entire thing? Like,
I'll
okay, well,
I'll do that with you. We'll definitely do it. We'll do it. I'm thinking of doing the shows like a Saturday morning cartoons on the Twitch channel, and maybe we can get deeper into these kind of things. And also on
oh, I
Saturday,
love that.
yeah, so Saturday morning cartoons on Saturday mixed in with cosplay on Saturday. So that's something to look
Okay.
forward to. So, well, with that, we definitely need to go to our next song. I got something for you. It's I guess the He-Man does kind of get into a psychedelic kind of world. So I'm going to give you a psychedelic kind of music video. So this
Fuck
is
yeah.
Tame Impala. And they are known as like a
Ooh.
psychedelic rock pop band. And as you can see, this
Yeah,
picture over
totally.
here, the artist has like in the background says it all. But I have a music video that's going to be quite the charmer, and I think it's definitely going to make people feel good. Don't do drugs, people. Drugs are bad, but this video will make you feel like you're kind of in drugs. So here we go. That's also a cool video. I pop that up like every other week just to like jam out to it. Good stuff. Great video, and I guess it takes you back to high school when you had your dream girl and she was dating the football quarterback, and you had no chance.
Well, sure.
It's just that's
Tame
basically the
Impala.
video.
Tame Impala is cool, but you know what? I think MGMT does it better. Oh, oh.
No, I feel like Tame Impala is like, you're just halfway through the drugs, and MGMT is that you're full blown losing your mind drugs. So there is a difference.
Okay, okay, fair enough. I can agree with that. All right.
Well, we're running out of time, so we need to go to the next bar. So the next bar, let's go to the Scum Bar. You ready? Here we go.
Dude, I'm always ready.
Scum Bar.
Are we here? I didn't even notice. It's a blind joke.
Don't you smell the wet mop on the floor and the beer that's been like simmering in the air? It's the Scum Bar, all right.
You're right. You're right.
Well, we are in the Scum Bar. Are you ready for another shot, or you want to wait for after we talk a little bit?
I mean, I say we start with a shot and then we talk, motherfucker.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so Scum Bar, give it a shot. All right, everybody. Cheers. We're in the Scum Bar. Let's listen to some rock. So I did some funny research. I downloaded this little app. It's called My Plate, and on My Plate, it basically tells you the calories that you're eating through the day, so you don't overeat. And the shots that have the least amount of calories that I could find is no other than, you ready for it?
Tito's vodka.
Nope. Fireball whiskey. Every college's favorite drink. And my mom's too. My mom loves Fireball for some crazy reason.
I would have never thought. Fireball tastes like it has like sugar in it or something.
Yeah, it's got like cinnamon, but it has only 60 calories per shot. Has a shot of vodka and rum. They have 95 calories. So yeah, that's pretty.
What about just a shot of like straight like whiskey, like Irish whiskey, like Jameson?
I would think it probably should be good because Fireball is whiskey. I will research that for you, but can't be as bad as vodka and rum.
Sorry.
Well, speaking of little,
I thought vodka would have been the least because it's so distilled, but anyway.
Yeah, I thought so also, but lo and behold, potatoes are oh yeah, I guess it is potatoes, carbohydrates, fat, vodka. Bam.
All
right. So I guess we should just jump into a music video, right? Who do you have for us now? You just gave us Tame Impala. So for the Scum Bar, who would you like to listen to?
Dude, we're gonna have to go with one of my favorite bands. They have been for a long time, and they still are in 2021. It is 2021, right? Yep. This is Mastadon, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the song is Tides.
I don't know, but for some reason your microphone is sounding like very muffled out right now. I think that's just internet connection.
Here we go. God damn it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound great. But I will play the Mastodon video and it'll show us what song exactly you chose. And it's funny because by making that little picture of them, I found out that they were up for a Grammy. I did not know they were that big. They're quite Mastodon, I must say.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, dude, they won a Grammy for their single, one of their singles from their previous album. I forgot the name of the single, but it's track one on The Emperor of Sand. So yeah, dude, they're pretty big. They're touring right now with Opeth, which is also a pretty big act, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. My screen got
mhm.
stuck. That means my battery has died. Wow, I need to buy one of those plugs to the damn wall for me. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and play Mastadon. Mastadon pushing the tides.
Dude, tell me that's not a fucking jam. That's been my fucking gym jam for the past like 2 weeks.
Oh, it's definitely a jammer. Definitely a jammer. It sounds very '90s, I must say. I know it's a newer song, but I got the '90s feels for it.
For
That's not
sure,
a
for
that's
sure.
not a
It
bad thing. That's not
definitely
a bad thing.
has an old school feel.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I know you've been with Mastodon for forever. I think I learned about Mastodon from you, like back in the 2000s.
Dude, yeah, I've been a huge Mastodon fan since like 2004-ish. They've gone through like a bunch of different they're a band that's constantly evolving. Early on they were kind of like this sludge metal indie outfit, and then they keep changing, and now their latest album, Hushed and Grim, which is like a double album, which does that even exist anymore? I don't know. Anyway, it's it's a lot of tracks. It's about 90 minutes worth of tracks, and I would say it covers like all their sounds, like from the sludge to thrashy sounding songs to metal sounding songs to now like they're more like accessible um sort of ballad sounding songs, and I think it's awesome.
Right.
Anyway, I'm sure there's going to be people in the comments like or like in the chat saying like Mastodon was awesome. Other people are going to be saying Mastodon is still awesome. They're very divisive.
Yeah,
So
but I think I feel like it's just like a safe band. It's not.
safe.
Yeah, like it's not full like I would say like full would be like death metal where a lot of people will be like, oh, that's just too crazy, that's too heavy for me, and then there's like soft metal that's too soft for them. Like this is just right in the middle for you to like enjoy. So I think it's better for most people. It hits both sides that can
Well,
enjoy
that's the
it.
thing. Yeah, that's the thing. They used to be a little more extreme, and now they're just good rock. Like to me, they sound like good, almost like old school inspired rock. And I think that's what people have issue with. But yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think it's something that that people, even my dad, I feel like could enjoy some Mastodon songs. And I
Yeah.
don't think that's a bad thing.
Not at all, not at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's funny, we did a crow shoot with my girlfriend, and she dressed up as the crow. Brandon Lee's the crow. Took some cool ass photos. I'll pop one up really quick. And basically, I guess because she started posting the photos of her crow photos on Instagram, there's been like things that she gets directed to, which is the leaked videos and pictures of Jason Momoa as the crow when he was going to do that, but then it just didn't happen. Did you know that he was?
What?
Yeah, did you know he was going to play the crow?
No.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll put some pictures up for you guys to see. I think he would have killed it. It's just like he's got that look, and he's just like a bigger version of
But he's
Brand.
like a crow that ate the other crow.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah, he's just like in other words, like Brandon Lee, you're like, all right, he's badass, he's awesome, but maybe I could take him. And then Momoa, he's badass, he's awesome, but he's like, I'm gonna walk away from this fight. I don't think I can take him.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so it's really cool. It's funny because I got a video in here that I was gonna play on our last episode, but we never got there. Might as well just see it before we do play our last video. But this is I don't know if you saw anything of C, which is on Apple TV. But Jason Momoa and Batista are in it, and season 2 came out. Either way, I'm gonna play you a clip really quick. I do recommend it, and it's about basically it's in the future, and sight has become something of the past. People have lost their, I guess, way to see anymore. So everyone's blind. So here you go.
I would kick.
So I know I rudely interrupted you when I played that video because I cut you off, whatever you were going to say. But C is so brutal, bloody, gory. It's like Mortal Kombat meets Game of Thrones. And I think it's very stunning and visually beautiful when you see the way they've, I guess, the atmosphere that they've created for this this film, this show. So definitely check it out. I've seen both seasons, watched them all with my dad. So me and my dad are just like, yeah. So Mortal Kombat, man.
Cool. Sweet.
Yeah. So I guess what I was trying to say is that Momoa would have been an awesome Crow. I wish it would have happened, but it, you know, some movies just go to shit. But I got Foo Fighters for us. Out of all people, the Foo Fighters. So why do I have the Foo Fighters? It's because a long time ago, I found a YouTube video with one of their songs, and someone edited all these Crow visuals from the comic book and the movie, and they made this awesome ass video and song meshed together. And I guess it's a Crow's fans' wet dream. That's all I can really say. And for some reason, I think every episode, not just ours, but like Staticrealms, Absinthe, everyone always starts talking about the Crow for some reason. So this is something that definitely holds on to people's imaginations and I guess hearts. So without further ado, this is the Foo Fighters. I totally can't find the fucking video. All right, I found it. Here we go.
Lost its pride. Beautiful veins and bloodshot eyes. I've seen your face in another light. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Why'd you have to go and let it die? Why'd you have to go and let it die? In too deep and out of time. Why'd you have to go and let it die? A simple man and his blushing bride. Intravenous, intertwined. Heart's gone cold, your hands were tied. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Why'd you have to go and so considerate. Did you ever think of me? Oh, so considerate. In too deep and lost in time. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Beautiful veins and bloodshot eyes. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Heart's gone cold and hands are tied. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Why'd you have to go and let it die? Do you ever think of me? You're so considerate. Did you ever think of me? Oh, so considerate. In too deep and lost in time. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Beautiful veins and bloodshot eyes. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Heart's gone cold and hands are tied. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Why'd you have to go and let this die? Why'd you have to go and let this die? Why'd you have to go and let this die? Why'd you have to go and let this die? Why'd you have to go and let it die?
All right, so I must say that the guy that edited it looks like his name is AJ. We should definitely hit him up, see who exactly he is, but he is definitely a master editor because he put all those crow sequences together in a perfect fashion with the music video. So I love that fucking music video. And
Awesome.
quick little story. I showed that music video a couple. It's pretty old. I don't know how long it's been out, but I showed it to my friend, my good friend in Texas, who was he's a collector and he loves the crow. And I showed him that music video, and he has like an insurance company, and he literally got his insurance people to sit down in a meeting to watch that fucking music video. Isn't that fucking funny?
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he was just like, "Oh, this is motivation for you guys to sell the insurance. We're gonna watch The Crow with the Foo Fighters." I would have loved to have been in that meeting. I probably would have been chuckling the whole time, but at the same time, I would have been like, "Yeah, I agree. I'm motivated. I'm gonna sell a shit ton of insurance."
One, it sucks that Brandon Lee died during The Crow. Two, it sucks we never got to see Momoa as the Crow. Maybe in another multiverse Earth that happened and they enjoyed it, and Brandon Lee is still alive and he's going down on his wife right now and she's enjoying it and they're having a good time. Okay. And maybe in that timeline, Brandon Lee was Aquaman. And Jason
You're so deep, man. You're so deep.
Can we cut all that? I'm so sorry. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna restructure this show from now on. It's gonna be shorter. I'm not gonna be allowed to get this messed up, and I'm gonna take over the next show. I'm gonna dictate what happens.
All right,
You've had your fun, Robert, but you know what? It's time to go to Snake Mountain.
All right, so as you can see on our virtual bar hoppers episode 4, we're going to Snake Mountain, where Gillytron is going to control the whole event. So I could prepare
Right.
for a disaster. Hide your kids and hide your wives, because it's going to be a snow mountain of a crap moment. Love it.
Yep. Get ready.
And on that, we've completed our 3rd episode. I can't believe we actually completed the episode number 1. Number 2, I thought we died at episode 2. Number 3, Gil, you are the man. That's all I can say.
You don't even know. You don't know what's going to happen. Starting the next episode, everything's going to be different.
I have a lot of fear. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching Virtual Bar Hoppers. Just remember, we're going to be expanding the shows. Stick in for the whole week. We're trying to show replays of all the old episodes of Static Realms, Static Desires, all the fun stuff, and we're going to try to bring you more shows. Hopefully, we have Saturday morning cartoons and cosplay. So, on that note, thank you for watching Virtual Bar Hoppers. Good night.
Peace.